Directed by Justin Tipp and starring Marlon Wayans and Tyreek Withers. This movie was for me. Let's get into it. So, simple overlook of the story. Tyreek Withers' character, he's an up-and-coming quarterback. He sustains an injury pretty early on in the movie, and he has to go to Marlon Wayans' house in the middle of fucking nowhere, and he gets mentored by him to get him back on track to take over as the new quarterback for the Saviors. And man, I gotta tell you, I had high hopes for this movie. I thought the concept was very interesting. And in the first half of the movie, they do touch on some of those concepts, like the darker side of the football world and the psycho of the players and how they build themselves up and the intense training and all of that. And to make a horror out of that, I thought was actually a really interesting idea. However, this was not the touchdown they were hoping for. As I said, first half of this movie, they touch on some of these themes, and it's very interesting. There's a few intense training sequences in the first act that I thought were very entertaining. If it had kept that kind of a vibe through the movie and kept it more down to earth and grounded, I feel like it would have been a lot better. It also touches on the darker side of obsessed fans, which I can dig that. That's quite an interesting idea as well. However, the movie never actually dives deep enough into these concepts to pay off, I feel like. You know, it gives you hints here and there, but it's never enough to kind of save the movie, I feel. The second half of this movie takes a few twists and turns, and in my opinion, they were over the top. They were very cringe at times. Just didn't fit well with the first half of the movie. It felt like there was two different directors in this movie for me. Tyreek Withers' character, he's all about doing this for family. Yet you see his family in this movie for about 5 to 10 minutes of screen time, so there's no substance there for his relationship with his family to get you invested. And Marlon Wayans' character, in the first half of the movie, his over-the-top and almost split personality performance was pretty entertaining, but I found as we got into the later second and third act that his performance was starting to become more annoying than anything else, to be quite honest. So yeah, thumbs down for the second half of this movie, big time. Next, the pacing. This movie is a fucking pacing nightmare. It's almost like it doesn't know what it wants to be or where it wants to go and how fast to get there. It's kind of the vibe I got. For example, you have a very intense training session, you're gripping your seat and you're like, this is fucking it. This is why I came to this movie. The next two scenes are like this. Two guys sitting in a sauna. One guy says, I want to be the greatest, man. I want to give up everything and do whatever it takes to get there, and I'm doing it all for my family. That's fucking great. The other guy's response is, well, I am the greatest, and to get there, you're going to have to give up on family and give up on everything you know if you want to be on the top. And that's it. That's the fucking dialogue in this movie, like. So, story and pacing for me, 1 out of 5. On to something positive though, the visuals and direction. The visuals in this movie are actually very easy on the eyes. It's quite an attractive movie to look at, but a book can look nice. It doesn't mean it's nice to fucking read it, you know? And then direction, creatively, the worst path that this movie could have taken, in my opinion. Cringe, preachy, not for me. But because it looked nice, I give it a 3 out of 5. Lastly, music and score, not much to say here. It's hip-hop music, and they just put it on in every scene. That's what this fucking score is. It's like a big fucking rap video. There's a bit of Mobb Deep in there though, so credit where credit's due. Love a bit of Mobb Deep. Sounds overall, I mean, nothing special. Didn't blow me away or anything. So, 2 out of 5 for sound and score, just because they have Mobb Deep in there. There you have it, folks. My overall score is 2 out of 5. For him. Hopefully the next one is a lot better than that. For more film reviews, I'm going to be starting to do some retro reviews pretty soon too. Like, follow, and subscribe, boys. That's all I got for today. Good luck.